Hey guys, so as you may or may not know, just this morning Apple announced or released the Mac App Store. To get the Mac App Store, you have to update to the newest version of Mac OS X, and it will appear in your dock as the second item. And already they have, I believe, over 1,000 apps, and it's growing very quickly. So it looks like it's a very nice interface. You can see it looks a lot like the regular iPhone App Store with the different categories and stuff up here. And so these are fully fledged applications that will be downloaded onto your computer and run normally. So just to show you how it works, I'm going to be getting Angry Birds. You have to sign in. So once you sign in,
And something else to note is if you get something like iPhoto, if you already have it, it'll tell you and you won't actually waste your money, which is a nice feature.
you're going to have to agree to the new iTunes terms and conditions.
And he's reading it right now, and he's finished reading it.
I'm a very fast reader. But once it downloads and it installs, and that's installing, you can see while it's downloading and installing, you get the app down here with a little progress bar across the bottom. So that's very nice that you have that. But we're just gonna wait for it to download and everything. So I'll cut back when that's finished. Alright, so it finished downloading and it just appears in your dock. And then you can launch the app. Very quick launch. Some of them are full screen, I believe some of them are just regular. And as you can see, it just launches straight into the app, and very high quality graphics. So it's just basically Angry Birds on a much bigger screen, higher quality graphics, and a mouse control. Just first impressions from this, it's very nice. I love it's very responsive.
I really love that it's full screen. Before, it was so hard to get all your stuff in full screen, and it makes it more of a one thing to focus on at a time, and it just makes a better appearance, I say.
So I'm not going to show too much of this, but I'm just going to exit out. And back to the Mac App Store. So one thing that's interesting to note is that Apple has moved all of their like iLife and stuff into the Mac App Store. So instead of buying the disc, or it might not be all of it, but they have iPhoto, iMovie, GarageBand,
and they have,
as well as the iWork stuff.
And it's all 15 or 20 bucks.
The most expensive Apple thing, I believe, is Aperture 2, which is 80 bucks. But for the most part, the Mac apps are not that much more expensive. Obviously, some are a lot more expensive, but see, we've got a 99-cent app there, plenty of free apps and stuff. And so it's not a big price jump, which is very nice because a lot of people were expecting it to be a lot more expensive than the regular App Store.
It's like the iPad App Store, and even in that you have some apps that are like $30 or $40, and this may contain a little more of those, but they also have all the cheap ones.
One thing that I noticed is that, like Apple did, instead of having the regular applications that you could buy for like $100, they have them in the App Store now, available separately, much cheaper. So that's very nice, and I just think that they have all these apps available right at launch is really great. So to download, just go up to the Apple menu and select Software Update. But that's all we have for now. Really recommend you go check this out. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.